Welcome back to Classic Rewind, a brand new show, a brand new initiative from the Malaysian Football League production, where we speak to current footballers or even former professional footballers about a specific classic match in the context of their career or even in the context of Malaysian football for that matter. For today's episode, we've got Selangor forward Sean Selvaraj with us here. How are you doing, Sean?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
All good, man. I assume you guys are back to training as well, so that must be really, really positive for you.
Yeah, it's been the second week of training already. Finally, this week we got to get a little bit of ball feeling. It's been too long, bro. It's been too long. I miss the ball. I miss the field. I miss my teammates. Everyone, bro.
I can barely imagine as well. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You know, when you're a footballer every day, you play football, then you have to stop for 2-3 months, bro. There's nothing you can do, bro. What are you gonna do? Run in your car park? It's not the same, you know.
Yeah, I can understand how incredible that must be. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about a game that probably holds a very special place in your heart. It was a game of epic proportions in the 2019 Liga Super campaign. Took place in April. Selangor versus Melaka. You had a very big part to play in the final outcome of this game, but we'll get to that eventually. From the offset as well, Sean, this was billed as a really huge game, and Selangor got off to a supremely positive start with this stunning goal from Amri Aya.
What a goal from my captain.
Yeah.
Wow. to be hitting those shots at his age, bro. That's amazing. I want to be like him, you know. Like,
we've seen him do it before, I think, against Man United. If I'm not mistaken,
like directly from a throw-in, you don't need a touch. You just first time at the ball, bro. We were all sitting down and he took a smack and we went in. We all got up like, what? Like, is that in? Like, you know, what was that?
That's insane. Bro. And he's so nonchalant about it as well. It's like so casual. Yeah. He's taking a hit.
Bro, and that's one of the best keepers in the league, bro. It's not easy to do this.
Do you see things like this from Amri Aya very often?
In training, he does it all the time, bro. In the middle line, he tries to take a shot. You know, foul, he takes a shot.
Such an incredible player. But this 7th-minute goal must have given you guys a massive head start as well. But and at this point, what's running through the heads of Selangor players?
I think coach was telling the boys to, like, you know, keep calm even though we're in the lead, but, you know, stay focused on the game. I think there'll be a mistake by our keeper soon, right? Coming up.
I think it's as we approach the 20th minute, if I'm not mistaken. Because Melaka, obviously, they've got some really, really talented players in their ranks as well. And at this point, you can already see them sort of piling on the pressure, trying their luck with crosses from left and right.
Yeah. And bro, come on, you have Casa Grande at the top there. It's not easy to be marking him, bro. It's really big. Look at him. Look at the way he jumps over our keeper.
Yeah.
Bro, every crosses that comes in is a danger for us because nobody can challenge the ball with him.
And this is the one. Farizal sort of comes on a bit earlier and Patrick Marshall just equalizes.
Yeah. I think he knew like a one-on-one situation was about to come, so he tried to rush out to win it, but too early, yeah. And it happens, bro. Yeah, it happens, you know. You have split second to make a decision. It happens, yeah.
How big of a character is Farizal within the dressing room? Because
bro, don't mess with him, bro. He's one of the players you cannot mess with, bro. You know, he's also considered like a big timer. You know, he played football for a long time.
Yeah.
Bro,
and because usually when goalkeepers make mistakes like that, you can sort of see their body language responding negatively. This was a mistake, but I don't think it sort of affected his body language in the context of this game, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew in a way the boys will always be behind him and we will always try, you know, like even though anyone makes a mistake, it's normal, bro. Sometimes we make mistakes, but we need our teammates to help out. This is the Amri goal, the through ball by Kapet. This was a very good. This was a very good build-up to the goal, bro. I remember this one. The way they build up for this, and the ball went to the sides, and Kapet came in and threw the ball to Amri. What a goal! Good move.
I mean, you train with Amri on a daily basis when things are going well. What makes him the player he is? Like, what does he bring to the pitch in terms of his ability?
I think his technique is sublime, bro. He has a very good technique, and his experience. He knows when to touch the ball, when to not touch the ball, when to stop, when to run. Like he just look at the timing there of the run. You can't even question that he's offside because that timing was perfect.
Perfect. And even at his age, he might not run as much as he used to, but he sort of makes the right runs, right?
Yeah. His technique is really good, bro.
At this point, it's 2-1 to Selangor, and I think it's probably a great thing when you concede, especially an equalizer, and then to respond back immediately with that goal.
There's some end-to-end stuff like MU and MC kind of a thing, huh? Yeah. What a game this was, though. Full of thrills, bro. We're already starting to warm up already behind.
Yeah, I can see you warming up on the. I mean, when you see a game like this, the way it's going, right? When you see a lot of goals, a lot of opportunities being created, as an attacking player, you must be sort of feeling really itchy on the touchlines to want to come on into a game like this, right?
Yeah. Bro, I think when we were down after this 3-2, I couldn't wait to get on the pitch, bro. I tried my best. I knew I would try my best to get that equalizer.
And this one, Patrick Reichelt, before that, 54th minute. He's another one, honestly, Patrick Reichelt. He's no longer in Malaysian football this season, but last year, I mean, any team that went up against Melaka, right? Like the first player you looked on the team sheet was probably Patrick Reichelt.
Yeah, bro, he's a really good player. He's a good player. He has a good technique. And it was a pity because I think he deserved to be, the best player on the pitch besides Amri,
Yeah.
He played well. He scored 2 and assist 1 in this game, right?
Yep, correct.
Scored 2 and assist 1 in this game. I don't know that, bro. I just came on for 14 minutes and somehow stole his spotlight.
Yeah, we'll speak about that because that was like really, really. It was really fascinating to see that happening. But obviously, before you came on, there was another sucker punch. Patrick Reichelt and Darko Markovic. Sorry, this was just before that. This was the Safiq Rahim attempt. He's another one, right? Former Selangor legend, plying his trade with Melaka.
Bro,
Not an easy player to deal with in midfield.
I remember this game. We found out that Safiq Rahim is not going to play.
Okay.
So even in our tactical wise, we were already planning like he's not playing. Someone else is going to play. Bro, lineup came on. He's playing. A bit of trouble right there.
I can imagine.
Lineup came out and his name is there, first 11. Like, wait, I thought he was injured. That's why you can see his leg, he's strapped. Right? His whole thigh.
Yeah, it actually was. Yeah.
Strapped his whole thigh just to play this game.
This one, Sean. I mean, I know you play for Selangor, but like you've got to look at that move and just admire that intricacy of that play. I mean, that back heel or that back flick from Reichelt to set up Markovic.
Yeah, bro. What? It was a good goal, lah. In a way, it's similar to the Amri goal, but this guy flicked it back for Markovic to score. And the way he celebrated, also, he thought he won it, right?
I mean, when you scored the 70th minute, I think,
Yeah, he thought that was it, The win is coming home.
With all the motivation, momentum switching to Melaka at this point, it's difficult to not to see. Or it's difficult to not see Melaka building on from this. But obviously, there was another story that was eventually going to happen after this. At this point, right, you guys, it's 3-2. And what does Coach Satya, we're going to see you coming on very shortly. What exactly does Coach Satya indicate to you at this point?
I think at 3-2, I think Kapet was injured, so he wanted me to come on but play as a striker role and wanted Amri to go at the flank to cross for me.
Okay.
And same goes, he told me every time anyone, the right back or the wings get the ball, get into the box or make a run behind, Because I think Melaka after this point, they were pushing up quite high. So we needed to make runs behind so that they drop back and then we can attack.
Was this something that you had previously sort of worked on in training ground, like you playing in the striker's position?
Yeah, I think my striker role is more to running behind. In a way, it helps to drop the opponent's defense,
Yeah.
Because if I make runs behind, you're not going to stay high, right? Because there's so much space behind for me to run. So you have to drop off.
This one, there you go. Corner. Coming on and making an instant impact on the 8th minute. This was massive.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what was their defense doing, but none of them were organized. Like, me and Sandro was in the middle there, just so free. You see, nobody's organizing, nothing. You see, nobody's moving, and the ball comes in.
Do you sort of reckon that they probably underestimated your ability to make an impact inside the box?
Yeah, I think like they didn't think anyone who can challenge that header. You know, we have no players like Casa Grande or something in the box. You know. But
and this one, 94th minute. I mean, Sean, this is stuff of dreams for any player, Sean.
Yeah, bro. To be honest, what a ball by Fandi. I didn't do anything. I just stood there. Nobody. Just after I scored one goal, nobody was marking me the second time. You know, I was
that was the surprising bit. You had just scored from a header. It's another set piece from a similar flank as well, and no one was marking you.
No one was marking me, bro. And the ball was directly to my head. And in my head, I was just thinking, bro, Sean, put the ball on the target. That's it. And I just tried my best to keep my head down and just make sure it goes towards the target, you know.
And you could see how much it meant for Coach Satya as well. I mean, the guy ran all the way up to you, Sean.
Yeah, bro. I think the whole bench ran. I think you can hear me scream after scoring this goal, bro. Oh, the feeling.
Where does this rank, Sean, amongst your achievements in football? But where does this rank, coming on as a sub, scoring 2 very important goals to get 3 very important points?
This was definitely my favorite game in my whole career, bro. Like, you know, I'm a sub for Selangor who wants to come on and make impacts, and this is the kind of impacts which I want to make. And it went perfectly, you know, like in this game. And in a way, I think after this game only, I got to play a few games for first 11 under Coach Satya. So in a way, it opened opportunities for me, to play.
Probably
until Ifedayo came.
As well.
Yeah, then when Ifedayo came, there's no question I have to go back to the bench.
Oh, but this was incredible, Sean. I remember watching this as well on live television, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, as a player, this could be like that one big moment that you sort of look to sort of build on your career within a specific team, right?
Yeah, definitely. Bro, even after the game, just going to my phone and seeing the text from my mom, bro, made me tear up, bro. What a game. You know, like even I didn't think of this night. And the most I thought of going on as a sub was to get the equalizer. But to bag the equalizer and the winner, bro, it was incredible. You know, I was praying that I wouldn't just wake up from a dream. You know, I was praying, please don't tell me this is a dream. because I'm liking this feeling, you know?
Yeah,
I'm liking this feeling. Please don't tell me this is a dream.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. That was absolutely brilliant. All right, thank you, Sean. That was a really, really great game of football. I mean, I think watching that is sort of making me miss Liga Super even more at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sean. Good luck with the trainings. I hope things pick up really well soon, and I hope Malaysian football returns sooner than later.
All right, thanks a lot, bro.
This is Classic Rewind with Sean Selvaraj.